Now with the most local news, this is 8 News Now, live local now.
Welcome to 8 News Now at 10 here on the streaming channel. It's John, it's Ozzy. Ozzy, good morning to you.
Good morning, John. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Are you all adjusted? Your microphone's in the right place?
Yeah, it takes a moment. It looks like I'm off screen a little bit, but it's okay. I'm here, I promise.
Let's just sit back like this the whole time. Now,
it's Friday chill day.
Yeah, it's Friday chill day. We're out to lunch today. Coming up here on the program, we're going to talk about a strip headliner, a longtime strip headliner who is winding down his performances. We'll have some numbers on unemployment and housing, and we're going to see JC Fernandez get eaten by a dog.
Yes. Oh.
Wow. Someone wants carnage. So that's all coming up. But first, let's start with our top stories and a tragic story in downtown Las Vegas.
Yeah, this is very, very sad. This happened Thursday night. This was involving a 10-year-old boy who was hit and killed by a pickup truck. So this was near Charleston and Fremont Street. Metro Police say that the boy was crossing the street, but he was not in a marked crosswalk. And that's when we hear one of the lieutenants speaking out about this, saying, parents need to speak to your children about this and make sure to stay safe because that's not okay. And it's just very, very heartbreaking to hear this. We do know that the driver did not, he was able to stop. The driver did stop, and police believe that impairment, he was not drinking alcohol or anything like that was involved. And again, this is an ongoing investigation.
It's important for drivers and, sadly, pedestrians to be aware around the roads. Meanwhile, our other top story this morning involves the ongoing controversy and scandal at Dawson School. That is out in the West Valley, the Alexander Dawson School. A second local teenager is going to be charged as an adult rather than as a juvenile, involving an alleged gang rape by 8th graders on a field trip last year in Costa Rica. This was in court yesterday. 15-year-old Dominic Kim. Now you're seeing there, this is the second teenager you saw before, the first teenager charged. 15-year-old Dominic Kim is now accused of child abuse and having images of child sexual conduct. I kind of paraphrase the charges there. He will now be charged as an adult and prosecuted as such moving forward. In court yesterday, Clark County Judge D. Butler called the crime serious, heinous, and egregious. There's a lot of litigation around this now. In addition to the criminal charges, a lot more to come on this story. There are 8 News Now investigators who have been on top of it from day one.
And because since what happened, the alleged assault happened in Costa Rica, local prosecutors can't really charge the kids, the teens, for the physical act, only the images that were shared like on Snapchat, according to Vanessa Murphy's report. So again, this is a developing story.
Also from the 8 News Now investigators, new details on that alleged Biolab found up in the Northeast Valley. That was earlier this year. You'll remember the house out near Charleston and Hollywood. 8 News Now investigator David Charnge spoke with the man who runs the FBI here in Las Vegas to get some new details on what's happened. An exclusive interview yesterday. The FBI says it processed 1,200 human biological samples that were taken from that home. Some, though, were too old to get any consistent results from, so they don't really know what they were looking at because the samples were so old. In fact, the FBI now calls the home more of a bio-storage facility rather than an actual bio-lab, but that doesn't answer the question of why all that stuff was in the house in the first place. The man who was the property manager of this house is facing criminal charges. The owner of the house and the owner of a house in Fresno that's also tied to a suspected biolab, that person is in federal custody right now, and we're still waiting to see where that prosecution goes. But now Ozzy finally some answers of what was found in that house and maybe some of the results of the testing. As it turns out, some of the results are inconclusive.
Yeah, I was reading some of the things that were found in there, some COVID-19 tests, some pregnancy tests, some influenza vaccine compounds. Our David Charnes also reported that some people reported they got very sick because of what was in there as well. Right now, there's no threat to the public. This is all according to authorities. So again, this case is also connected to another illegal operation that we also reported on in Reedley, California.
So we'll continue to watch that story as it goes along. That got a lot of attention and still is.
It did.
We now move to the weather forecast. Maybe you notice it's been a bit blustery today, Ozzy.
Yeah, if you don't need to do your hair today, just don't do it. It's just going to be very...
Just wear a hat.
Just wear a hat or a ponytail, whatever works out for you, you know. With that, let's send it over to Nate Tannenbaum.
As you are seeing exactly what Mom Nature is delivering. At times, the flag on top of Sunset Station has been whipping. At other times, it kind of takes a little break, right on cue. But the wind advisory is still in effect. So we were looking at temperatures in the mid-50s. That should be warming up about another 10 degrees or so. But the bottom line is that the wind advisory from the National Weather Service, remember that got extended the other night. So it's running until 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Whatever your outdoor plans are, I mean, there's a lot going on. We've got the Big League weekend going on, and there's also the Mint 400. So there's going to be a lot of dust blowing around. Be prepared for that, especially with your allergies. Seriously, you might think about a mask. Your weather headlines, the wind advisory till 10. Now, we're on the downside of the temperature roller coaster, but wait till you see the 8-day forecast. And again, a reminder about springing those clocks forward. So these numbers here, 6 o'clock was the sunrise this morning, 5:40 the sunset this evening. By Sunday morning, that's going to change. It's going to be 7:04 and 6:40. So we're going to try for 65 today. That's still a few degrees below normal. Low this morning, a few degrees above normal. All of this is going to be changing as we invite you to stay with 8 News Now. And how about your family and friends? Cold air from Canada clashing with warm, moist air from the Gulf. Going to be a whole lot of storms in the Midwest. Okay, so 72 for Sunday, and then we end up maybe at 83 a week from today as the Streamcast rolls on.
I feel like we're at the point of the year now where the temperature is just going to keep going up and up and up and
and
up
then
and
boom.
up. No, I don't think there's any more booms. I think it's just going to get hotter and hotter. You know, I saw Red Rock Resort's opening pool season this weekend.
Already?
Yeah, I know. Eh?
What? I need to buy my bathing suit.
I can't help you with
Dare
that.
they?
So also happening this weekend, somewhat weather related, at least up in the sky related, daylight saving time.
Yeah, don't forget this Sunday.
Yeah.
Because I always forget. I always tell people not to forget, and I'm the one to forget. And I wake up like, what happened?
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so we know the drill, but a lot of experts, and we hear this all the time, they're worried about this because it does impact your health, you know, for some people. So losing 1 hour of sleep messes with your internal clock. So a lot of the experts are saying in order to fix that, obviously you need to be mindful of how, like, your rest, you know, get those 7 hours of sleep. Another good thing you should do, according to experts, is the number one thing that I got from this is just step outside, go into the sun, embrace the moment, just breathe it in. And that's a way to kind of deal with, you know, resetting your internal clock as well.
So if someone goes up to you and says, "You want to take this outside?" And you're like, "Yes, if that means to get some sunlight."
Can we skip together?
Yeah. So yeah, we set our clocks forward. We spring forward. You lose an hour of sleep this weekend. Now, there have been efforts to try and get rid of daylight saving time. Across the border in Arizona, they're like, daylight saving time? What?
And Hawaii, right?
I think Hawaii
yeah,
does. I know
right?
Arizona for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Our producer Daryl is here with our question of the day, which has to deal with this persistent, pesky time change.
Yes, we wanted to know, simply put, are you in favor of daylight saving time? Yes, no, and some folks don't care. So are you indifferent to it all? But yeah, no, big, debate twice a year of the impacts on health and how to adjust to it. So we've had failed attempts of changing it. But I don't know if it'll be the last attempt either.
Nevada lawmakers have tried for a long time to try and change the daylight saving time, and it just kind of fizzles out. But judging by our early returns, it seems like the people are not in favor of daylight saving time.
They are not. That's a huge no.
All right, let's see. Well, we're trying to get that to disappear. Someone who knows all about disappearing acts is leaving the Las Vegas Strip. Poof.
We're talking about David Copperfield.
Yeah, David Copperfield. He announced his last show at MGM Grand will be April 30th. He's been performing here for 25 years. He still has 120 more scheduled shows left, so he's not going anywhere yet, but April's going to be here before you know it. 69 years old, says he wants to just do other things, and fair enough, he's been in Las Vegas for a long, long time. He is the first living illusionist. Not magician, illusionist.
Okay.
He's like Job from Arrested Development. Honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That has not disappeared. That apparently is still there. So David Copperfield winding down his long-term shows at the MGM on the Strip.
Yeah, he also said, he's going to go on to something bigger. And he didn't mention exactly what, but he did say he has plans for another huge project. So hopefully when I attend one of his final shows, he makes my credit card bill disappear.
A magic wand, there's just no more debt. No more debt.
No more debt for you and you and you.
Seen him perform?
When I was
remember,
a kid.
Yeah, when I remember as a kid, I saw him on TV. He used to be on TV a lot back in the day, but that was a long time ago.
I saw him in person when I was like, gosh, 10?
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
He has his big company, has his big setup. I think it's on Flamingo or Russell, somewhere in that part of the valley. There's just big like trailers and a big building where he works on his illusions.
I might have to go get one of these last 120 show tickets.
We have enough time.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. We are not disappearing, but we are for a few seconds here. But coming up, we'll talk about unemployment rates and home prices in Southern Nevada.
Now with the most local news, this is 8 News Now, live local now.
Welcome back to 8 News Now at 10.
Hi.
Ozzy's just studying a little bit.
I'm studying. I want to make sure I'm
we have a
reading
test
this
at the end of the show. Thank you for joining us here at 10 o'clock. One of the things we've been looking at are the latest job numbers released this morning.
Oh, yeah. So the Vegas housing market, it's definitely a roller coaster.
And the unemployment rates as well, I think
Yes.
we want to get to first here.
Let's get to the jobs
big,
report.
unexpected, really, job cuts across the country. The Labor Department released its unemployment numbers. 92,000 jobs cut last month. This is nationwide.
Yeah.
Economic experts were expecting it to actually go up, but instead it went down and by a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's been up and down too with that, like a roller coaster of job markets as well. So now we go into the housing market.
Well, first, let's just to finish off a couple of other statistics
go
here on
ahead.
this, if it's okay. Restaurants and bars, according to the Labor Department, lost about 30,000 jobs. Economic experts point to tariffs making hiring unpredictable, and that's the kind of the situation with a lot of companies. The issue of the war, that's kind of fueling some of the uncertainty, although obviously these are last month's numbers and the war hadn't started yet at that point. But unemployment rate nationwide, 4.4%. And as we know, in Clark County in Nevada, we still have traditionally the nation's highest unemployment rate.
Now that goes into the
It does go
housing
into housing,
market.
yeah.
Can we go into housing now?
Let's do it.
All right. So if you're trying to buy a house right now, basically the news is confusing. Okay, that's how I'm going to put it for you. The median price for a single family actually jumped thousands of dollars, I believe $12,000. But John, and you said too during the Good Day Las Vegas, it's still pretty low compared to last year as well.
Yes. So
The price.
Yeah, the prices have went down 2.5% year on year for median home prices across Clark County and Southern Nevada. Condo prices down almost 6% year on year from February of 26 to February of 2025. Basically, the Las Vegas realtors suggest that these are signs that it's a buyer's market.
Right.
With the fact that prices have gone down, there's more inventory on the market right now. Interest rates are inching down a little bit.
But that's what's stopping people too, the interest rates as well.
Well, you want the interest rates to be lower, obviously.
Yeah. But they're kind of waiting. They're eyeballing, especially with everything you talked about, the tariffs, inflation, et cetera, and with the war. Everyone's just kind of waiting to see if someone jumps, then everyone kind of trickles down from there.
Yeah, the uncertainty has a broad effect across a lot of different economic sectors. We've spoken before with the Vegas Chamber folks who talk about trying to encourage business in Las Vegas, both on and off the Strip, for example.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, with all this uncertainty on tariffs or whatever else is going on, not having that foundation makes it hard to really do anything, whether it's start a business or buy a home or whatever the case may be. So a lot of numbers to sift through here, but all of it shows that there's fewer jobs now, 92,000 fewer jobs, and at least in Las Vegas anyway, the housing market is shifting, to be sure.
It's so competitive too with the jobs. All right, let's go. Celebrating Nevada Reading Week. Okay, on a little happier note. So we've been doing it. John went out to read. Okay, that's me though. But we also have John. He just didn't take pictures when he went out to read, but that's
incognito.
Okay. But he does it all the time. Nate Tannenbaum as well. So I went out to several schools this week. This is at D.D. Snyder, but this wasn't during the traditional school hours. This is for the after school program called Safe Key. It's actually put on by the city of Las Vegas. They also have it before, like for school program as well, $5, and then after school is $10. It's a great program for working parents or uncles, aunts, grandparents, you name it, everyone that's involved to take care of your kids. It's just really important to go out there and be involved. And I was able to interview one of the people there from Safe Key to talk about why it's so important to come out and read. If we could take that interview.
Country, and we came together at a meeting and we decided we don't just have to celebrate this during traditional hours during the school time. We can also implement this in our program, which is the before and after school program.
Okay, so the audio is horrible, but I used my phone and I did the best that I could. It was the last minute. But basically he's saying, people shouldn't just go read during traditional school hours. We have to also remember the after school programs, the kids that are there for 3-4 hours while they're waiting for their parents, to pick them up and stuff. So that's why I wanted to highlight the after school program because it helps so many kids and families.
Well, so many families in the Valley, obviously parents work different hours if they're working on the Strip or whatever else. So their kids are in the Safe Key program, after school program. So it's, as you say, it's important to keep them entertained as well. What did you read though? What was your book?
Oh, I picked it was boring, but I tried. I would try to
It was the dictionary.
It was a dictionary. No, it was just about talking about the encyclopedia. No, I'm just kidding.
It was a book of every number, all of them, just in a list.
You
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You should have seen me trying to engage. It was about the rainbows and how rainbows happen. But kids,
that's awesome.
I know for me it's awesome, but for little kids, they're like, huh? No. So I was like, we'll yell out the colors, and they were engaging. I was trying my best.
No, I'm sure they enjoyed it. They appreciate it. The kids do. I read a book called Breaking News Bear Escape.
Oh, that is you.
So I read it in a news voice at Red Rock Elementary. So that was cool, and we love Nevada Reading Week.
Yeah, we sure do.
Let's go to the Animal Foundation, highlighting its program that it does for local men and women who are incarcerated with the Las Vegas Department of Public Safety. They're in the detention center in Las Vegas. These are people who have been convicted of low-level crimes. There's a program with the Animal Foundation where the folks who are in detention go there and they clean the kennels. There's obviously so many animals we always talk about at the Animal Foundation. They deserve to have a clean place to be as well. So you can see the inmates, they go to the Animal Foundation, they clean the floors, they clean the kennels, and it's a way to engage with the animals, which I think probably makes them feel good about themselves, and a way to help a local shelter that could use assistance and makes them feel good about that too.
And there's such a need. To help the shelters. And one of the things too I was reading is that once the inmates are released, usually they come back and volunteer on their own.
Yeah,
and that's really good. That's really good, and it helps them, right? They create that bond, and it's just like, okay, makes them do good things for our community as well. Helps them get involved. So I like to see that.
Third year of this program at the Animal Foundation.
Yeah.
Good to see. All right, next on 8 News Now, you've been waiting for it. JC Fernandez eaten by a dog.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Now with the most local news, this is 8 News Now, live local now.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Hope you're enjoying the day. Stay warm outside, okay? It's windy. Let's bring in Daryl for our question of the day. We were talking about daylight saving time. It's Sunday. Take a nap. Change your clocks on the stove.
Yeah, no, and we're divided still.
Yeah.
We just wanted to know if you were in favor of daylight saving time or not, the age-old argument. And some are not, some don't care.
You can say that about pretty much anything in the world. Some like it, some don't like it, and some don't care.
Yeah,
But in all fairness, Nevada's tried, as we've talked about before, for some time now to try and get some lawmakers have pushed to get off of daylight saving time. It hasn't really gone anywhere, so we're still stuck with it right now.
Yeah, I feel like, it's priority. Everyone's talking about it. And then it just, like you said, just fizzles out from there.
By the way, if you call it daylight savings time, not daylight saving time, daylight savings time,
Sherry will show up at your house.
Sherry will show up at your house and give you a dissertation of how you're supposed to say it and why you're not supposed to say it that way. Just prepare accordingly. That's all. You can have your say right now. Use the QR code to go to 8newsnow.com/vote. And now, Ozzy, it is time. Bark in the Park is coming back to Cornerstone Park down in Henderson this weekend. It's all awesome. You can find dogs. You can meet dogs. You can bring your dogs. It's all dog related. It's fun for the dogs and for the owners as well.
And it's for free, right?
It is, yep.
It is for free. And if you want to make friends too, go right ahead. This is a great opportunity. It's going to be fun. Obviously, it's going to be windy, so just prepare for that. Snuggle up, and even your pup as well.
Pet the dogs, not the humans. I think that's the rule.
Shake hands with the humans.
Yeah, not the dogs. Especially the one that JC Fernandez bumped into this morning. JC was there live for Good Day Las Vegas. Let's see how that went.
No, we want the attack to start right away. Okay. All right, your timer start. Are you ready? 3, 2. Okay, I'm ready for you. Yes. Come on. Oh, babe, I'm not ready for you. Okay, enough. You can release. Officer Barr.
So that was JC and the fine
That is
folks.
Canine Aki.
That's the fine folks at Henderson Police and their canine unit,
never get over
who will
that.
also be doing demonstrations at Bark in the Park.
Yeah, and it gets crowded actually when they do those demonstrations there. What was he using to get the dog off JC? It was like a stick or something?
I'm not sure. It was like something
To get his jaw.
Unlock the jaw
Right.
of the
Oh my
canine. Because they're
gosh.
trained. That's what they're trained to do, obviously. And it was a very well-behaved dog. That's what it was trained to do. Luckily, JC had that big vest on, but he came back to the station. His arm was still hurt and his back was all out of whack.
Poor JC.
But all for a good cause. So go check out Bark in the Park again this weekend, Cornerstone Park in Henderson.
Because the parking's probably going to be full for this event as well. All
Where's
the
the
dog
shuttle?
lovers. It's right around the corner,
Okay.
North Stephanie Street, 20 RC at the RC Willie right there. So all day long, 9 to 2, they'll be shuttling in case there's no parking.
Oh, that's a good thing.
And if you're not sure where to go, just head for all the barking.
Yeah,
If you hear all the barking in
follow
the
the
distance,
dog.
just head toward the dog sounds.
Right.
That's where you're supposed to be. Let's finish off with what's happening tonight in downtown Las Vegas.
Yeah,
Ozzy?
First Friday. All right, Daryl, you want to help me out here? Because this is where I got a little bit lost. Or
Have you
drawn
been?
with the- Of course I have. I love First Friday. I go for the food. My daughter always wants one of the churros there. It's so good. I
Yeah.
love all the entertainment. I usually stay out there and watch with some of the independent entertainers that are out there performing.
Sure.
It's such a great time. And there's a specific theme, Daryl, that you shared with us.
Yeah, it begins at 5 o'clock, and it's this Art You Okay.
Art, you
Art,
okay?
you
Okay.
okay?
I like
All right.
it.
Art You Okay is the theme tonight. So 5 to 11 is when the primary festivities will be going. We know downtown will be alive and open past 11. But yes, you can go get food. You can go. There's a featured artist today. Jeff Logan's performing. Parking, of course, you get there early is probably the best.
Yeah.
There's a free shuttle for that as well.
They're offering shuttle.
Parking in the Arts District is challenging to be sure, but they've also, it's interesting in the years when I lived downtown, how much they've expanded and shifted First Friday over. It used to be in that big parking lot, which is now under construction. It's now on Main Street itself. They've moved some things around. It's expanded. You get to see the artists. There's so many great vendors downtown, as you mentioned, the music as well. So it's always fun to go down to First Friday.
Family event could be.
And the later the night goes on, maybe it's a little less family.
Right.
It's a little louder, a little more
Just
rambunctious.
the earlier way.
It's always fun, though. It's always fun.
Those, when it's First Friday, when you see people walking around just looking for parking or driving around. Oh, yeah.
That's constant. Well, whether you do First Friday or anything else this weekend, enjoy yourself. We'll be back with you on Monday. Take care.
All right, please be safe. And I believe that we're also going to be live streaming after this Reverend Jesse Jackson's funeral services that are taking place today in Chicago.